business model I'm using to make $9,000 a week. Okay, in this video, I'm going to reveal to you exactly what this secret business model is, exactly how it works, and not only how I make $9,000 a week with it, but also how you can achieve the same results, right? So, first of all, these are just some of my results with this secret business model, right? This is $9,000 that I'm talking about in the past 7 days. I've made, thousands on different areas of this business model. And recently, just yesterday, this business model has been so successful for me, right, that I was able to buy my dream car yesterday, age only 17 years old, right? I just picked this up from the dealership yesterday, right? So these are some of my results. And it's not only me who's able to achieve these results, it's also other people who are able to achieve these results. So these are some of the students who I teach this business model to, people who watch my videos. And look at how much they're making: $2,000 within 1 month, $1,000 already this month, $300 to $1,000 per day, $4,000 in a single day, 3,000 in a single day, right? So people are achieving crazy results. And I promise you that if you watch this video to the very end, you will know all the steps that you need to know to achieve these same results for yourself, right? And so how we're going to do that is I'm going to break this business model down into 3 simple steps, right? 3 simple steps, which you can just follow step by step. And if you follow all those steps, you'll be making money just like that, right? So let's dive into it, right? Before I, talk exactly about the specific business model which I use, you have to understand this business model is not like other business models that you've heard of online. Okay, this business model is completely different, which is why I call it the secret business model, because nobody else knows about this, right? So other business models online, drop shipping, growth operating, whatever, SMMA, whatever business model you've heard of online, you've probably heard it from people like this, right? Luke Belmar, Andrew Tate, Iman Godshi, all this different kind of stuff, right? And like I've said so many times before, it's those business models don't actually work, right? Yeah, sure, you can make money with them, right? And I've actually tried some of these business models. I tried drop shipping. I made like $50 in a week, but you're not going to make serious money with them, right? They're not very profitable business models. They don't actually work. They're incredibly saturated and hard to get into, right? And the proof that they don't work is, for example, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate says to do drop shipping, right? Well, tell me this. Do you think Andrew Tate himself actually does drop shipping? Like, no, obviously Andrew Tate himself doesn't actually do drop shipping, right? You think Andrew Tate with his millions of dollars and, his supercars and all that stuff, do you think he's actually setting up his own Shopify store, doing his own drop shipping and all that? No, obviously not. And so that's why it goes to show these business models, they don't actually work. They're not very profitable because the people who teach them, these guys here, they don't even do them themselves. Whereas with this business model, I'm teaching it to you and I'm going to show you now I actually do it myself. I'm going to show you exactly how I make money with this business model. Okay. So let's dive into this business model, right? This is a business model which could absolutely transform your life and absolutely transform my life. Okay. This was me about a year ago, working a 9 to 5. I had less than $100 to my name. And then this is me now, right? Buying my dream car at age 17, achieving financial and location freedom, and able to work a job where I don't have a boss telling me what to do every second, right? So if that sounds like something you want to achieve, then this is the business model for you, right? Now, I've only been doing this specific business model for about 4 months. And in my first week ever of this business model, I made $2,000 in my first ever week, right? So it's a business model which can get you fast results if you're willing to put in the work. It has absolutely no risk to it. You don't have to spend any money to do this business model. And you don't even have to have any prior experience to start this business model, right? So this business model is for people like me a year ago who, you've watched 100 Andrew Tate videos, you've watched, thousands of these guys' videos telling you this is how you're going to make money, try this business model, whatever, right? You even maybe have tried some of those business models, but you still haven't actually made any serious money online, right? This is the business model for you to actually be the first one, which is going to make you some serious money, right? So let's actually dive into it. If you want to achieve this same transformation, then stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to break it down in a 3-step plan. And at the end of step 3, there's going to be a surprise for you, which you're not going to want to miss out on. Okay, so stick around till the end of step 3. You'll not only get the surprise, which I'm going to give you at the end of this video, but you'll also have all the steps, all the knowledge which you need to go and be financially free with this business model, right? So let's dive into it. What is the first step of the 3-step plan? The first step is setting up a faceless Instagram page, okay? It's really that simple, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. You've probably heard other people say, oh, you need to do faceless Instagram theme page, whatever. You probably heard of this general business model before, right? But not in the way which I've done it, right? Other people, and I'll explain it in a second, but the way which I'm going to teach you how to monetize and actually make money from these videos is completely different to what anybody else on the internet is doing. It's a secret business model which nobody else knows about, and you want to take opportunity of this before it's too late, right? So I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's just an Instagram theme page. Just wait till step 2, because that's where I'm going to reveal to you how you're actually going to make money from these videos, right? But step 1 is just simple. All right, it's just setting up a faceless Instagram page. And you've probably seen hundreds and hundreds, thousands possibly, of these kind of videos where, it's luxury clips. Maybe it's like a motivational clip with, luxury video clips in the background like this and captions. You've probably seen hundreds of these videos. And so you know that it's actually possible for you to do it because so many other people are doing it, right? If they did it, why can't I, right? So that's the first step, is you have to set up a faceless Instagram page, right? And with a faceless Instagram page, you might be thinking, oh, can I actually get views on my videos? Can I actually get followers? Am I actually going to be able to blow up? All this stuff, right? And I'm going to show you here you actually can. Okay, so these are some results from some of the students who I teach to do this business model. And you can see that, because they followed the steps which I laid out for them to grow on Instagram, I revealed all the secrets to them of going viral on Instagram. You can see here, look at this guy, for example, just his 1, 2, 3, fourth. Just on his 4th video, he already got 10,000 views. Just on his 4th video. And now his account's absolutely blown up. It's getting thousands of views, right? This guy, it took him 1, 2, 3. Already he got 700 views. And then 4, 5. Just on his 5th video, he got 8,000 views, right? And this guy now has already made a ton of money from this business model. This guy over here, on his first ever video, he got 3,000 views, right? So I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, oh, but can I actually grow on Instagram? Can I actually get a ton of views on Instagram? And I'm telling you right now, yes, you can, right? If you implement the secret steps which I give to you in order to grow on Instagram, right? I tell you the best times to post, the best hashtags to use, the best video ideas, how to create videos, all that stuff, right? If you implement those simple steps which I lay out for you, you'll easily grow on Instagram. You'll easily blow up, right? And you don't even need a ton of views, right? This guy, which I'll reveal to you in a second, right here, this guy has only 175 followers, and this is to show you, you don't need a ton of followers. You don't need a massive page. In fact, if you have Instagram on your phone, if you have a personal account on Instagram where you follow your friends and everything, you probably already have a couple hundred followers, right? I know myself, right? I always, I have a regular page. It's just a regular page. I follow my friends follow me. I have a couple hundred followers on there. And this is to show you anybody can do it, right? You don't need a massive amount of followers. You don't need a massive page with thousands of, hundreds of thousands of views and tens of thousands of followers. You can have a page just like this with 175 followers, which is absolutely nothing. You probably already have more than that. With just 175 followers, this guy here made $150. Just 175 followers, right? In just a week, right? I started teaching him and he started this business model, and within just 1 week, like literally just 7 days, he made $150, right? In just 1 week, and with only 175 followers. So if you have an Instagram page which has more than 175 followers, this goes to show this is how much money you could make with your Instagram page which you already have, right? So you don't need many followers. You don't need a viral account with a ton of views or anything like that. All you need is just to post videos, and I'll reveal to you in a second how you're going to make money off of those videos, okay? So, faceless Instagram page. Let me move my camera. All right, so how do most people make money from a faceless Instagram page, right? Because a lot of people have faceless Instagram pages, and this is why when I started to show you step 1, I was like, yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, this is just another Instagram theme page. It's different, and here's what's different about it. This right here is how most people monetize their page, right? They'll do sponsorships, right? Maybe they'll do sponsorships. They'll say, pay me this money and I'll promote your product on my page, right? Maybe they'll do like a shout out, give me this money and then I'll shout you out on my Instagram story and you get some followers. Maybe they sell a course. Maybe they do affiliate marketing. And then the last step here, this is where you're going to make the money from. It's a newsletter, right? And that's why, it's X's across these, check mark with this one. Most people, don't know how to monetize an Instagram page correctly, right? They do something like selling sponsorships, they maybe do shout outs, selling a course, whatever, right? That's not how you make real money from Instagram. Yeah, you can make money from it. You can make all rightish money from it. But with these ways of making money, you have to have a ton of followers. It's very hard to make money because people have to actually pay you. You have to actually sell something and create a course, right? All this different kind of stuff, right? It's very hard to actually make money with those different methods. With a newsletter, on the other hand, like I showed you guys earlier, you don't have to have a ton of followers. You don't have to go and create your own course. And the best part about it is that you don't have to sell anything to people, right? You don't have to convince people to give you money, right? You can make, which I'll talk about it obviously in just a second, so just stick around for that. But you'll make money on your Instagram page and with your newsletter without people even having to pay you. Okay, and I'm going to reveal to you how you do that in a second, right? So just stick with me, right? So that's part one of the 3-step plan, right? So I know you might be a little confused. Okay, how am I actually going to make money from this though? It's like all you talked about was just I need to set up a faceless Instagram page. How's that actually going to make me money, right? That's what I'm going to reveal to you in step two. Step two is all about how you're actually going to make money, and then step three is where you're going to get a little surprise at the end. So stick around for step three. But step two is how you're actually going to make the money from it, right? So I said in the previous slide here that you're going to make money from the newsletter, right? So how are we actually going to make money from a newsletter? We're going to do it by setting up a newsletter, right? And this right here is the logo of the platform which you're going to set up the newsletter on. You have like Instagram, it's like a platform. There's another platform, but for newsletters, right? And so I know this might sound a little confusing to you. You might be new to this, so just stick around. I'm going to explain it. But setting up a newsletter, right? Why is a newsletter better? Okay, and I'll show you how to set it up and all that stuff. But why is a newsletter better? A newsletter is better for a number of reasons, right? Like I said before, you don't have to have a ton of followers to make money from it. You don't have to get super, super viral videos. And the best part about it, right? So there's a lot of benefits for setting up a newsletter compared to other business models of making money on Instagram. But the number one way, which makes it so much better than all these other ones with a course and a sponsorship and stuff, is that for you to make money with a newsletter, people don't have to pay you, right? So you make money from people without them having to pay you. For example, if you're selling a course, right, people have to actually buy the course from you, right? You sell the course, right? And so you say, okay, buy this course. Not many people are going to buy it, right? Because if you look at the kind of videos which you're going to be making, videos like this, these are just short 30-second clips on Instagram, right? You don't even know who the person is behind it. It's just a short 30-second clip. Nobody's actually going to watch these videos and then go to a different page and then buy a newsletter not buy a newsletter, buy a course from someone and actually pay them money, right? You're not just going to be randomly scrolling on Instagram and then be like, oh yeah, I want to give this guy money, right? And so that's what's really hard about monetizing an Instagram page in these other ways, whether it's with sponsorships or the course. You have to actually get people to pay you, right? You have to actually get people to send their money to you. Whereas with a newsletter, you'll still make money, but you'll make money without people having to even give you a single dime, right? You'll make money from people signing up to your newsletter for absolutely free, right? I'm going to reveal. Now let's talk about how you actually do that, right? So I know it sounds like almost too good to be true, right? It sounds too good to be true that you can actually make money with people signing up to a free thing and they don't even have to pay you. I'm going to reveal to you how it works though right now, right? So how do you actually make the money with a newsletter, right? So what happens is you set up a page, right? You set up a newsletter page, which again, I'll show you. Don't worry, it's not complicated. It's all just done on this platform here. But you set up a newsletter page like this, right? And so people come to your page like this, and it's a sign up page for them to sign up to your email list, your newsletter, right? So they enter their email here and they click subscribe. And when they click subscribe, what happens? They sign up to your email list. So they give you the email list, and now you build up an email list of people, which again, there's so many ways to monetize an email list. You can sell them courses, you can do a bunch of different stuff, right? But that's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on specifically how we can make money from this, right? So they sign up and then they get put in your email list. And so they put their email in, they click subscribe, and here's where the magic happens, okay? When they click subscribe here on the email list, here's what happens. There's a pop-up, okay? So they click subscribe, and then a pop-up appears on their screen, and it says you're subscribed, so you subscribe to the email list, right? And it says 11 Stoic, right, which is this person's email list. It says 11 Stoic also recommends these other email lists right here, okay? So it recommends these other email lists right here. And so these are a list of different people's email lists, right? A different people's newsletters, I should say. So this is your newsletter. This is other people's newsletters. And so what happens is the people who sign up to your newsletter, they have the option to also sign up to these people's newsletters. So they can click the check mark right here, which you see, the check mark right here, and then they click try it out. Okay. And when they do that, they sign up to these other people's newsletters, right? So you have your newsletter over here, right? This is your newsletter right here. You have your newsletter. People come, they sign up to your newsletter. When they sign up, they get this little pop-up over here on the screen. They get the pop-up which says, you know, for example, if they're signing up to my newsletter, Mark Vine also recommends these newsletters. Okay, Mark Vine also recommends these newsletters. It's a little pop-up on the screen. And when the person who signed up to my email list or my newsletter also signs up to these other newsletters, which I recommend to them, those other newsletters will pay me for getting somebody to sign up to their list, to get for getting someone to sign up to their email list, their newsletter, whatever you want to call it, right? So that's essentially what's happening. You're getting people to sign up for your email list or your newsletter right here. And when they sign up to your newsletter by entering their email, there's a pop-up which allows them to also sign up to up to 5 other email newsletters which you recommend. And when they sign up to one of these will pay you per person that you get them to sign up. So for example, on average, they'll pay you about $2 to $3 per person that you get to sign up, right? So each individual newsletter will pay you about $2, right? So just imagine this for a second, okay? Just imagine this for a second. This is the potential of this business model. You have 5 different newsletters. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another one here which you can't see. But there's 5 different newsletters. Each one will pay you $2, right? So let's say somebody comes and signs up to your list, and then they also sign up to all 5 of these, right? And you'll get about 80%, of the people who sign up to your list will also sign up to all of these, right? So pretty much all the people who sign up to your newsletter will sign up to all the other newsletters you recommend. So let's say, for example, that you get one person to come here and sign up to your newsletter, and then they also sign up to all 5. Since they signed up to all 5, each newsletter will pay you $2, right? So $2 times 5, because it's 5 different newsletters, that's $10. Okay, so you just made $10, right? Someone signed up to your newsletter. All they did was they entered their email, click subscribe, and then click try it out. Just click 3 buttons. They didn't have to pay you or anything like that. And you made $10 from that person. So, for example, if you want to make $10,000 a month with this business model, all you have to do is just get 1,000 people to sign up, right? And even better than that, let's just say you want to make $1,000, right? Let's say you have 100 followers on Instagram, right? Your personal Instagram, which you already have with your friends and everything. All you have to do is just message all your friends, yo, sign up to my newsletter, and click this button. And then that's 100 people that you actually know. You just get them to all sign up to your newsletter, and you make $10 per person. Bam, just like that, you've made $1,000 just like that. So here's the potential of this business model. You could go tonight, right? And you could set up your newsletter, and you could get uh, all these newsletter recommendations and whatnot. And then you send a message to 100 of your friends that you know. You get them to all sign up. You've made $1,000 just like that in one day, right? So now that's the potential of this business model, which is why I'm so excited to teach you guys about this business model, because you make an insane amount from it, right? So actually setting up your newsletter, though, don't worry, it's incredibly simple to set up your newsletter. Like I said, it's all hosted on one platform, right? It's like, for example, Instagram is like a platform where you can post videos and do all that different kind of stuff. It's the same thing with this newsletter. It's actually on a platform called Beehive, Beehiiv, which is why it's shaped in the logo looks like a beehive. So it's all on one platform. It's very simple to set up, to get going, all that kind of stuff. And don't worry, because at the end of this video, I put together a full course on this business model, a full guide, I should say. It's not really a course, but I put together a full guide, and in that guide, I break down exactly how you can set up your newsletter and all that kind of stuff, right? So don't worry, I'll give you the free guide. I'll show you how to get the free guide at the end of the video, so just stick around for that, right? So it's pretty simple, right? You can literally achieve financial freedom. You can buy your dream car at age 17, just like I did, with an incredibly simple business model like this, okay? So step one, let's just go over it again. Step one was what? You create a faceless Instagram page, right? Or, if you already have an Instagram page and you have a couple hundred followers of just your friends and all that kind of stuff, you can still just tell them to sign up for your newsletter and then, make money from that. So you have step one is just to create your Instagram page, or if you already have an Instagram page, as you've already completed step one. Step two is to set up a newsletter, which, like I said, don't worry because I'll give you a full course on how to set this up at the end of the video. So you just set up your newsletter, and then step three, which is the last step, is just simply to drive people to your newsletter, right? It's really that simple. Set up an Instagram page, set up a newsletter, and then drive people from your Instagram to your newsletter. So I'm going to talk a little bit now of how you can actually drive people from your Instagram to your newsletter, right? So let's talk about that. So you're driving people here. Put together a little diagram for you. I think it actually looks pretty good, but you take people from your Instagram and you get them to sign up to your newsletter. So this is how you actually drive people to your newsletter, right? So I'm going to show you an example, right, of this guy here. And this guy is one of the students, which I teach this business model to. He's the one I showed you earlier. He made $150 in his first week with only 175 followers. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can drive people to your page by showing you an example of it. I'm going to show you his page, exactly how he does it, right? So let's hop over to Instagram and take a look at his page and how he does it. Okay, so here we are on his Instagram page, and for some reason, as you can tell, they turned off my camera, so my camera is no longer working, but let's take a look at his Instagram page and the kind of videos he does, right? So look at that, only 175 followers. And so the kind of videos he makes are literally just videos like, for example, this, right? Let's just watch this video. Okay, so you can see the video there. Literally all the video is just a compilation of luxury clips, right? That's like literally all the video is. And you can tell this one here, 8,000 views. This is literally all he did, right? Just like that, right? That's literally all he did. Okay, just luxury clips compiled together. These are the simple kinds of videos which you can make. And then you drive people to your newsletter. You put it in the link in your bio. So like this, and then it takes him to his newsletter sign up page. And I'll show you guys an example, right? Okay, I sign up for his newsletter. All right, click verify. I sign up, and then bam, look at that. Once I sign up, I can sign up for these other email lists, which is recommended. And now that I signed up for these, $2, $2, $2, he just made $6, and I didn't even have to buy anything from him. Okay, so simple ones like this, and you just tell people, you make luxury clips like this, right? Simple as that, and then you put something in the caption, right? Uh, like this, for example, ready for financial freedom, explore the guide in my bio. So people see that, they click onto his profile, and then they go to the link in his bio, right? So that's literally all it is, right? So let's go back into the slides, and I'm going to show you a little bit more of how you're going to drive people over there. Okay, we're back. So now you can see my beautiful face again. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention it, but if you're enjoying this content so far and you want to learn more from me, I'd appreciate it if you just subscribe and drop a like on this video. It'd greatly help because, I'm giving you all this information for absolutely free. So, if you could do that, it would be very nice for me. So I'd greatly appreciate if you could just take a second, pause the video and go and do that. But anyways, continuing, right? So how can you actually achieve these results for yourself, right? Because like I said earlier, it's a simple 3-step plan, right? You set up your Instagram page, you set up your newsletter on the platform Beehive, and then once you set up your Instagram page and your newsletter, you just drive people from your Instagram page to your newsletter. And it's really simple as that, right? And don't worry, I've laid out like a full guide for you guys, in detail, taking you through step by step exactly how to do it. And these are some of the results of people who have followed exactly what I told them to do. These are some of my results here, 9,500 in a week. This one, this is not my results. I think that was from one of my students actually, but this right here. I mean, look at this: 2,000 within a month, 1,000 this month, 13K on my video, 3,000 in 1 week, 1,000 a day, 3,000 in 1 day, 4,000 in a week. Right? You can make insane amounts with this, right? And so, how can you achieve these results? You can achieve these results by joining my community. All right. So I said at the beginning, I'm going to be giving you guys or showing you, giving you guys basically a secret, right? Like a secret surprise at the end of the video. And this is what I'm giving to you, right? Vine University Premium, right? So Vine University Premium is my private community, right? It's a private community. It's not just like a course or a guide. It's like a full-on community. And in that community, you get a ton of different stuff, right? So the first and most important thing you get is you get direct access to me. So direct access to me means almost you're pretty much guaranteed to succeed as long as you're willing to put in the work. Direct access to me means that I will literally coach you step by step by step throughout the whole process. I'll tell you every single detail which you need to do. I'll give you advice on anything that you ask questions on or whatever. And so you get 3 calls per week, right? You get a live call where you can talk to me one-on-one, you can communicate with me one-on-one, and you also get access to my DMs. You can DM me any questions you have, talk to me one-on-one, and I can give you one-on-one advice to really guarantee your success pretty much, right? You also get full guides, like over 8 hours worth of content, right? Full guides show like this, basically showing you more in depth though how to do it exactly. You get 75 plus lessons across 6 different full guide courses. And then one of the best parts you get is you get a community, right? So you get access to a community of other aspiring entrepreneurs who are doing this exact same business model, right? This exact same business model. And other people who are actually making money from it, right? These guys, which you saw here, these guys who are making all this money, you're going to get access to them and they're going to help you to actually make money in the same way that they do as well. So they're going to give you advice on what worked for them. You can see their pages and exactly how they did it. You'll also be able to see my Instagram page and you'll get a full case study of exactly how I've made money, exactly how others have made money, all that kind of stuff, right? So Vine University Premium, right? And Vine University Premium will help you to not help you, guarantee you to absolutely financially transform your life, just like I did. It's teaching you exactly the steps that I took to go from someone who was working a 9 to 5, someone who had tried hundreds of different business models and watched hundreds of different YouTube videos on how to make money, but still hadn't actually made money yet. Someone who's working a 9 to 5 to someone who is financially free, location free, and bought their dream car at age 17 years old. Okay. That's what it's going to teach you. Okay. So join Vine University Premium now. So I'm going to show you how you can join right now. Okay, so I know most people would just put the link in their bio to, whatever they're trying to send people to or whatever. But for me, unfortunately, YouTube, they like banned me or something from putting a link in my bio. So what I had to do is, if you want to get the link to join, you have to actually go onto my profile here, and then you'll find the link right here in my bio. So if you just underneath this video, you go and click on like my username or whatever, and then you'll find a link there, which will take you to join. Now let me just show you a little bit more of what you'll get when you actually join. So you'll get a community aspect here, and this is a community where you can see, for example, this guy right here, right? He asked a question, right? He had a problem. He asked a question, and a bunch of people came in the comments and they helped him out with the question, right? You give people advice. You get that community aspect of it, which is very powerful. You also get DMs right here, so you can talk to me one-on-one by chatting with me over DMs, right? Then, you also get the classroom aspect, right? So you get all the courses, you get all of the videos here teaching you exactly how to do it. The best part is you get live calls, right? So you get 2 to 3 live calls per week where you can join in, you can ask me any questions you want, I'll teach you lessons, all that kind of stuff, right? And so if you want to join and you want to seriously transform your life financially, then click on my channel. Also, while you're at it, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. It would greatly help me out since I'm giving you, all this video here for free, and I'm really helping you guys out a lot. I'd appreciate if you could just subscribe. It'd greatly support me. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, so if you want to join, go click in this link. There's limited spots though. There's very limited spots, and the spots are running out very quickly. So I'm going to be shutting it down very soon for new people to join, because I want to keep the community small so I can actually personally get to know everyone and mentor everybody in the community. So if you want to, go to my YouTube channel page here, click the link right here, but hurry up because spots are running out very soon, and that's going to be the last chance. But yep, that's it for this video. Go click on my channel, subscribe, and then head over through that link.